This is Hanukkah Bear, and I am so excited for those of you who chose the Hanukkah book this time because this is one of our family favorites. And I am excited to share and introduce it to you. Hanukkah Bear is by Eric A. Kimmel, and it's illustrated by Mike Hanukkah, who, if I remember correctly, is a Minnesota illustrator. And he's got some other really fun books too, as does Eric Kimmel. Hanukkah Bear by Eric A. Kimmel, illustrated by Mike Hanukkah. Old Bear awoke from his winter sleep. He poked his nose outside his den. What was that? Something to eat. Old Bear's empty stomach rumbled. He shook himself all over, then lumbered out of his den to follow the delicious smell. Bubby Branya took the last potato latke from the pan and put it in the oven with the others. Bubby Branya was 97 years old and did not hear or see as well as she used to, but she still made the best potato latkes in the village. Every year at Hanukkah time, all her friends came to her house on the edge of the forest. How they loved those latkes. But Bubby Branya always made plenty. But tonight, she made twice as many as usual. Tonight was special. Tonight, the rabbi was coming. Bubby Branya hurried to get ready. Just then she heard a thump on the door. She opened it. Rabbi, you're here early. How nice to see you. Grrr, growled Old Bear. Happy Hanukkah to you too. Please come in. Old Bear walked into the house. I'll take your coat, Rabbi. My, how thick it is. Bubby Branya tugged at Old Bear's fur. Old Bear roared. Grrr. Oh, you want to keep your coat on? Well, that's all right. It is chilly in here. Old Bear's nose twitched. Ruff. Thank you, Rabbi. How kind of you to say that. The latkes will taste even better than they smell. Old Bear followed his nose to the oven. Grrr. Rabbi, I'm surprised at you. You know we don't eat until we light the menorah. Grrr. That's all right. I know you were teasing. I'll light the candles. Will you say the blessings? Grrr. Bubby Branya struck a match and lit the shamash candle. Then she lit the one for the first night. Old Bear muttered and growled. Grrr. Grrr, grrr, who has kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Oh, Rabbi, you say the blessings so beautifully. Bubby Branya sat down at the table. Old Bear sat beside her. Let's play dreidel. We'll use these nuts. Old Bear cracked one with his teeth. Rabbi, you won't have any nuts for the game if you eat them. Grrr, growled Old Bear. Don't worry. I have plenty of nuts if you need more. Bubby Branya spun the dreidel. It stopped on the letter Kimmel. I win! Bubby Branya swept the nuts into her apron. Grrr, Old Bear roared. Don't be angry, Rabbi. It is only a game. She tossed him a nut. Old Bear begged for more. No, Rabbi, no more nuts. It's time for dinner. Bubby Branya opened the oven door and took out a platter piled high with steaming potato latkes. Old Bear sniffed the latkes as she set them on the table. Do you prefer sour cream or jam? Bubby Branya asked. Rawr, Old Bear growled. Jam. I thought so. Bubby Branya smeared 5 big latkes with jam and stacked them on Old Bear's plate. Old Bear gobbled them down. Bubby Branya laughed. You should use a fork. You have jam all over your beard. She wet a towel and wiped Old Bear's face. I must tell you, Rabbi, you eat like a bear. Grrr. I'm hungry like a bear, so I eat like one. Oh, I can see that, Bubby Branya said. Old Bear ate and ate until the latkes were gone. He felt drowsy. His head flopped on Bubby Branya's lap. Rabbi, you're sleepy. Who wouldn't be sleepy after such a meal? All the latkes are gone. It's time to go home. But before you leave, I have a Hanukkah present for you. Bubby Branya took a red scarf from her knitting basket. She wrapped it around Old Bear's neck. I made it myself. Grrr. Old Bear licked Bubby Branya's face. Bubby Branya blushed. Oh, Rabbi, at my age. Old Bear shuffled to the door. Rumph, he growled as he walked off into the night. Good night to you too, Rabbi.
She misunderstood.
Happy Hanukkah. Bubby Branya was washing dishes when she heard another knock. I wonder who that is. Shalom, Bubby Branya. All her friends stood at the door wishing her a happy Hanukkah. Shalom, everybody, Bubby Branya said. How nice to see you. I'm sorry I don't have any more latkes. The rabbi came by. He ate them all. Bubby Branya, don't you recognize me? It was the rabbi. The rabbi couldn't have eaten your latkes, everyone said. He's been with us in the synagogue. Bubby Branya rubbed her forehead. Something strange is happening, Rabbi. I think there is an imposter going around. He looks like you. He talks like you. He even has your beard. Just then the children cried, Look at the floor! Bear tracks! A bear? And I thought it was the rabbi. Bubby Branya had to sit down. Soon she began to giggle. That was a very clever bear, or a very foolish Bubby Branya. Oh well, let the bear have a happy Hanukkah. I had a